There we go. Actually, I think I want to have her... I think there's another one that has her eyes go up further. Her eyebrow. We're doing a raise eyebrows. There we go. However, we need to make sure that doesn't interfere with the previous animation, so we're going to go back to this frame, or frame 10, and register it as not moving, so that these are not affected. There we go. However, the in-between for here and here is a little bit sudden, so we're going to add one more in-between. Or it doesn't feel like it has enough flow. Or maybe I could just fix it up right here. Make it... No, that's not what I want to do. I want you to go out just a little bit more. Okay, that's not quite going to work. So, we'll put it back to where it was. That wasn't even the in-between. Why did I do that? Okay, where's that bone? There it is. Okay. Delete that bone. Well, we'll make that the in-between, I think. The in-between between 7 and 15. Or maybe just a little further than that, so that it's like... There we go. Make it a little bit more out of the way. And her wrist will come out just a hair after that. I'm back to saying just a hair, aren't I? I am so sorry. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Doesn't she look cute? Alright. I think we've got the starting point down. Now, a lot of people generally do the whole thing in a very basic animation, like how we started out earlier at 15 with just raising her shoulder. They generally do, at least that's what I've heard, that they generally do the whole thing like that. However, I try to polish things up so I know where I'm going first before I continue on. But that also causes you to backtrack a whole lot to try and fix things when you change an idea. So there are drawbacks to it. And you're just going to have to try and see what works best for you. Alright, what we're going to do now is that we're going to figure out how she's going to wave. And from here on out we'll do a basic, or a basic simple movement, so that we figure out how long she's going to be waving for. I'm terrible with my words, I'm sorry. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do that, and we're going to figure out if that's fast enough or if it's too fast or too slow. That is too slow. Too slow. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was over 15. That was 20. So, try it at 15 frames. Well, that's pretty good. You might want to speed it up just a bit. So we'll go to 22. Copy, delete, paste. That looks a little bit too fast. Copy, delete, 24. There we go, that looks a lot better. It'll look better too when we get her completely moving with her arm. So, we know that 24, or 23, 24, I was right, And we know that 24 makes a good starting wave. We want to stay around that number, but at the same time, we don't want to completely stick to it, because you don't completely wave at the same speed the whole time. So, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to go 17 for this one. Going to move it back. Maybe I'm... Okay, I'm counting wrong. I am so sorry. I'm acting like the frame is actually the number I'm at. Okay, I am a genius. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 frames. I am sorry. Math is not my subject. We're gonna do that. And again, I'm sick, so my brain is even slower than usual. For I am a genius. Alright, that looks okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back. And we're gonna end it with her hand out, I think. Like that. I would probably want to do 2 more before I do that. So that's not a really short animation. Or not too short. We're gonna move you in a bit more because you look like a copy of that of the frame. It looks too planned. That's one thing you want to avoid with animating. You don't want to make it look planned. Alright, 1 more. Or 2 more, I should say. In... Oh, wait. There. And 1 more out. We could probably get away with making that one slower, but we're not going to. And if you notice that because her pose isn't so rigid, even the rigid animation of her arm doesn't look so bad. I mean, it looks bad, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as, like, just picking up a model and just, like, waving the arm. I'll show it to you real quick. And then, never mind, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Just moving this arm bone and nothing else. But not even posing it. Okay, so we've got that. We're all ready to go. So, this is where we start out. This is where we're going to end. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab her wrist. We're going to rotate it. And we're going to have her hand tilt in like that so it looks a little bit more fluid. Even though you don't really, well, you kind of do. Your wrist doesn't turn that much when you're waving. However, when you're animating something that isn't alive, you're going to have to over-exaggerate things just a tad. Small things you don't really notice. Oop, I'm on the wrong frame. Copy, delete, paste. Alright, we've got that. That's step 1. Alright. We're going to fill our shoulders again. Wave it in. Okay, upper arm sticks out just a bit. Goes up a bit. Shoulder goes up a bit too. Alright, I think we've got that. That's our starting step anyway. For the most important part of the animation being the arm. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to select all, but thank you. Bring it out like that. And tilt it just a bit. Alright, you're too far in, so we're going to push you out. Camera. Unregistered. Registered. Do-do-do-do. There we go. Alright. Now also, when you're waving, your chest kind of moves a bit. Just like a very subtle movement. Though you're going to exaggerate just a touch, because this is not, this has no physics engine, and even if she did, she doesn't have enough chesticles to really show it. So, however, it's not going to be like a really noticeable exaggeration. You're just going to be like tilting it just a bit. No, not like that. Like, no, not like that. I am so slow, I'm sorry. Like that. In the opposite direction, of course, though. Okay. Undo. I always undo it so I get closer to the point I was at. So I'm not over-exaggerating it if I mess up. Or I'm not under-exaggerating it. Alright, because we moved her chest, we're going to have to move her head too. So that her face is always following us, even though it's a very subtle change. It's very noticeable if you don't do it. No, it doesn't even look like she's moving her head. Did I move her head at all? I could have sworn I did. Now she's not even looking at us. So, undo. I haven't even been moving her eyes. We'll fix that in a second. Hold up. We're going to just slightly twitch her head just a bit. Probably put it back up just a hair, I think. I'm back to saying just a hair, aren't I? I am. Wah! No, I'm gonna stop saying I'm sorry because I'm saying that a lot too. Probably getting on you guys' nerves. Probably sniffling a whole bunch too. This is terrible. Terrible. Why are you people watching me? I don't even know. I'm thankful that you're watching me, but I have no idea why. Okay. So, let's see. We're also going to shift your weight too. Because you kind of shift your weight a little bit when you're waving. But again, it's going to be a slight exaggeration because... Well, because... Alright, let's see. How would you shift her weight? Would you shift it that way or that way? Or she's coming from... Like, she moved outward. So we're going to shift her weight the way her hand is going. That is not the way her hand is going. That is, but it's too far. Okay, there we go.